Alright. We are streaming. Time to test the audio. We are streaming. Time to test the audio. Alright, that seems good enough. Well, it's been a while. Once again, I haven't made a backup in a really long time, so I should do that at the end. This time, make a backup of the world. Just make sure to do that right now. Okay, now that that's like that, just get out of there. There's no way I need to use the bathroom right now. I really don't want to. I literally just started streaming. I'm gonna load up the world. I'm gonna pack a bowl. And then I'm gonna use the bathroom before I do that. Hello, everyone. Or maybe it's just one of you. Regardless, glad you could spend this time with me. How's your day going? I'll give you two responses. If something that you said went along the lines of your day's going really good, that is freaking awesome. And I'm glad. I'm glad that you had a good day and that for some reason after your good day you wanted to come here and chill out at High Minecraft number 69. That's pretty cool. Oh, new skin. So thanks for being a literal Giga Chad. If you said that your day was not very good, it's okay. And I'm also glad that you had a bad day and you thought that you'd feel better to come here. Just remember, your thoughts create your reality. So, regardless of the situation that you're going through, even if it absolutely sucks, remember, we're only conditioned to think that we have to feel bad during these things. We think that there's some part of us that feels as though if we don't feel bad, then we're like not respecting ourselves, or we're not like being honest or truthful with how we really feel, or just a whole bunch of nonsense like that. You know, condemning what the pain that we went through, etc., so on and so forth. No, that's really not true. In reality, when we make ourselves feel bad, all we do is allow the other thing to win, and we turn ourselves into a victim. So, with that being said, regardless of whatever is going on in your life right now, I challenge you. I challenge you to stick your finger to whatever problem that you're going through right now, and choose to feel good anyway. Like, that right there is the biggest middle finger that you can give to anything or anyone that could be causing you to feel bad right now. The biggest middle finger that you can give is if this thing makes you feel as though, and everybody would agree, that you should feel bad and you should be all sad and upset, and instead be a literal Giga Chad and just choose to be happy anyway. Your feelings in your mind, you can't actually control that. If you choose to feel happy despite bad and difficult circumstances, everybody's going to look at you like you're a shining star. And you're going to look at yourself like you're a shining star, too. That is the biggest win and the biggest dub that you could pull for yourself and pull for those around you. Is choose to feel good, no matter what. Now, I've just packed a bowl. I am going to go use the bathroom. Okay. Okay. My braids have come out and are in an afro now. So putting on my headphones is harder than normal. Anyway, let us light up and enter into the high dimension. I'm assuming that if you're watching this, that like 50% of you, you're getting high with me. So let's get high together and experience some Minecraft and some chill time. Now, as you may already know, I don't take really big bowl hits. I kind of lean the fire over to like a portion of the bowl, and like I'll spread one bowl out over a really long period of time. I mean, like weeks. Or over the course of like one session. I don't ever. I don't think I've ever taken 2 bowl hits and not been like good. Usually one is good enough. Um, put that over there. If I feel like it's not enough, I'll hit a little bit more. But we're gonna chill out with that for right now. I got my black Irish breakfast tea. I really like it. I've been experimenting with different teas, chais. I'm not really a big fan of green tea. It tastes pretty nasty in my opinion. I don't put sugar or anything in my tea. English breakfast is pretty good, but I like Irish breakfast more. It's also stronger. Not that it matters. When you drink one tea packet a day or 2 tea packets a day, it stops having any effect at all. That caffeine is nothing. Anyway, here we are. Back in the world again. I wonder. Wow, these are. Anyway. Still haven't finished this. So, what is on the agenda? Back here in my house. Okay. What the heck? Did I do anything with this? Finish piping. Am I just doing quest books? Aperture size. No. We go underground. Right. I think like I was at the time at the last time I did a high Minecraft stream, I like went through a short phase for like a week where I was watching a lot of Portal content. You know whew, the Valve Studios Portal. I was watching a lot of videos like that, and I think that mega structures are cool. And I was thinking it'd be cool to like build super deep out, like underneath my house. You know, like dig down enough to where, let's see, how deep does the water go over here? Not very deep. I know it goes deeper out here. I built a freaking giant cube under here. I really do like the experience of having a world that evolves over time. It's been a long time, and it's funny to see all the stuff that I did. Let's go out over here. Y level 53. Oh, it goes deeper over here. Much, much deeper. I should probably end it right here. This would be a good place to end it. Oh, wow. So it goes deep. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is deep. This would be an interesting project for sure, and it would take for freaking ever. But it'd be a good place to put a new quarry. I could stop that quarry over there and restart it over here. And like just kind of like go underneath my whole base, you know? Like it'd be cool if it started over here so that it connects with the building. This is the feeling every time. Okay. So this is corner 1. Oh. Yeah. And I'd want it to go to about like... Not here. Damn, I gotta go fast. Oh, I didn't have to go that fast. And end up right about here. This is pretty far, man. Maybe 1, 2. Yeah, this is about it. I'm silly. Hex. Current location. 112. So then... So that's where I'm at. Okay. Oh. Yeah. Been feeling a lot. Wanted to play today because I've been feeling emotions and I wanted a break from the emotions while also doing something I love and enjoy. It's not really much. Don't expect anything like super bad or difficult. Like oh no, my parents died or something. Like no, everything's good. It's all right. It's more like you know, when you're going about your day-to-day life, typically a lot of people have just like a large amount of anxiety, and like typically like when they don't, it's usually because they just decide not to think about it. But like the average person, you try to get them to talk about like what they're feeling on a daily basis. At first, they're gonna give you the answer that they think that you want. You know, like where they start explaining like why it's good to be locked in or something. I don't know. It's weird. People like turn into characters sometimes. They're not. They're not characters. It's important not to make the mistake and like dehumanize people. Um, I guess like in simple terms, what I'm saying is people feel a lot of negative things on a daily basis and typically aren't really aware of it all the time. And it's only through being in effect with certain laws of being, for instance, not distracting yourself constantly, spending a lot of time like analyzing yourself, quieting your mind, being still at moments, not needing to have something extra going on all the time, you know? Things that would be described as necessities for somebody with like ADD or ADHD. They put all these, discretion advised. They put all these imaginary qualities upon themselves that aren't really real. Um, and all it really does is serve to weaken them. But this is something that not just they go through, but everybody goes through it in some way, shape, or form. Everybody. And the thing is, and the reason why so many people will defend it, is because I can attest to saying to do that, like, they would say something as if, oh, if you're saying that about, you're making it sound so easy, like, you can just make it stop and it'll be over. And it's like, no, 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 no. That's not what I said. I never said that it was easy. No. No, it is not easy. It's actually extremely difficult. But it is overcomable. It is surmountable. You can get over it. You can. You can get over it. You can stop it. You know, people are like, if I stop, I feel like I'm going to go crazy. Yeah, that's a part of the process. The process is that it's going to feel crazy and weird, and you'll have to, like, push through that. You know, if you stop yourself from, doing things all the time. Example of doing things all the time. Imagine a person, like, they're about to eat food. While they're eating food, they need to have the TV on. And while they're eating food and need to have the TV on, they need to have their phone near them so they can use that most of the time too. Something to distract ourselves so that we're not really thinking. If you get the average person in a room and you force them to sit down and not do anything, like, it's only going to be like, you give it a couple hours before they start showing some extreme negative emotions. That's just what happens, you know? It takes somebody of a strong, very strong mental capacity, which they're out there. They're out there in numbers. But you don't typically come across them on a general frequency. Or they're hidden in plain sight. But yeah, it's hard. So suffice to say, rounding back out to what I began with, I've been feeling a lot of the negative things, but I've been able to overcome a lot. Like, I feel so much better than I did like a week ago. But even now, I still face like a couple negative feelings here and there. A week ago, I realized I was having so much anxiety like all the time. I didn't know what was going on. And I kind of just quieted my mind and, asked God to like help me figure out like what's going on. Why am I feeling all this? Then the answer came to my mind instantly. The answer literally flat out was saying like, you are feeling so shit because you're spending so much time on your phone. And like, I thought about it for a second, and it's like, and this is something that most people do. You wake up, scroll. Then after you scroll, then you get up out of bed and do things. You go to the shower, you bring your phone with you. Maybe you're playing music, or maybe you'll sit on the toilet before the shower and scroll a little bit before you get in. You get out of the shower, you go put your clothes on, get ready for your day. While you're getting ready for your day, putting on music or some video in the background. And then when you're going to wherever you're gonna go, playing music in the car constantly, like, and then you get to where you're going. You just like maybe it's work or an activity. You keep yourself busy. You're doing things, and if you can play music, you will. And in between moments, you'll check your phone and scroll for a little bit. This isn't everybody, but this is a lot of people. And I know some of you are feeling this right now. I've already talked about this with other people. Like, this is real. Scroller, doom scroll lifestyle. It's not just youthful generations, it's old generations too. If you're an old generation, then half your day is also spent watching the news, which I don't even need to say anything about that. It speaks for itself. Um, but yeah, you know, continue onward. You go home. Then when you get home, you might go in your room and scroll again for a little bit. Then you go and do what you're gonna do throughout the rest of the night. She usually engages within like at some point throughout the night. If it's not work, then it's gonna be like spending time absorbing some other sort of media. And we go to bed and we do it all again. Like, and this is so many people. And there was a point in time where it lessened because I was just doing so much. But I have a lot more free time now. Way more free time than I used to, which is weird. Like, I'm busy so much. I am constantly busy. But I also have free time. And that doesn't mean as in like I have nothing to do. It means there's a lot more time where people aren't going to tell me what to do. For instance, the things that I do for work now make it so that like I am providing a service and I keep myself to certain restrictions to make it so that I'm providing a good service. But at the exact same time, um, because I'm providing the service, it's not like a workplace where somebody's gonna come around and be like, "Hey, get off your phone. Be like this. Do this doing thing." There's nobody telling me what to do. I am the one telling me what to do. So if I'm at work and I'm doing a task, and then maybe like I'm taking a second, like maybe we're having a lunch break, go off to the side, it's fine. Maybe even then I might scroll a little bit. Like, this is it's starting to become like a crazy addiction, And then you go home, get in your car before you turn the car on, scroll a little bit more. It's just like almost every single part of the day. And like the worst one is waking up and doing it. Waking up and going to bed. I feel like that has some crazy effects. Um and like I was feeling so negative towards certain people because there was people in my life. I had my partner, like I'd wake up and then the first thing that the other person would do, I'll see them do it. And then I would feel this like strong negative feeling within me. But I was also like number one, don't judge people. Like that's messed up. But then number two, like, bro, you do the exact same thing. So if you think it's bad when they do it, how you gonna do it? And then but like I was still doing it. I was waking up every day and then, just going through this weird cycle. And then during that time when I asked like why am I feeling like this such intense anxiety like all the time? Instantly the answer came to my mind. And when I thought about the prospect of like removing that from my experience completely, just doing everything I can to do that, I felt this wave of relief come over me. And now my anxiety has been cut. Yes, it is. my anxiety has been cut like more like 75% of my anxiety is gone. There's still a little bit there, and so I want to work on that to find out what's going on there. But like the majority of it since like now I it's weird, like it's a habit. Like I'll pick it up, I'll pick up the phone, I'll get on Instagram, but like I won't scroll. I'll just like my fingers kind of naturally just start doing it, almost like an automatic response. And then I put the phone down. I'm like, nope, we're not doing this, and I just catch myself like over and over again. Like I'm not gonna let myself slip. I won't let myself get past one video. Like sometimes it pops up right there on the feed as soon as you open up the app, and like I'll see that, and I'm like, I can't scroll. I can't scroll. And every now and then, like it feels like no, go further. I'm like, nope, just putting the phone down, just focus on whatever. Like there's so much. I'm the amount that I am busy now is like when it doesn't matter where I'm at, whether I'm working or at home, there's something to be done. There's some project that can be worked on. um, and I try to dedicate at least a good amount of time to working on my own projects. But yeah, because of that, I'm able to be a lot more productive. I didn't realize how much time I spent scrolling, but one day my iPhone sent me a message. It was like, "You've spent about 5 hours on your phone today." It just tells you that in the settings. And like I kind of brushed it off because like instantly your mind is like, I don't want to think about that. The fuck. But I was like, no, like wait a minute, 5 hours, like that's like a small shift at a job. That's a whole shift. I spent a shift scrolling on my phone. Like, what the fuck? How do I even have that? Where did that time come from? And I guess it comes from like 30 minutes at a time, maybe like 10 times a day, you know? Especially I think the morning brings in like the most, cuz I think the morning it's like an hour before I wake up. I wake up, I scroll for about 30 to 45 minutes before I actually get out of bed, and I'm like, what the? I didn't realize that until I really started thinking about it. You start adding up that time, and then it's like before bed too, and you add up the time in the middle. That can add up to about like 3, 4, so maybe even 5 hours. It can add up. Ugh. So yeah, this is a problem that I think is gonna affect a lot of people. So this isn't something that I think is gonna be um, old in the future. I think that this message right here can be heard for generations to come because technology isn't going anywhere. Um, be mindful of how much time you spend doing the scrolling in the media. When I get in my car now, and I've been trying to do this more and more, and I take periods off every now and then. Like sometimes I just really have a song in my head that I want to listen to, and I'll like search out that specific song. But I try not to just have music playing all the time. Like I play music. I'm playing music right now for the stream. It's tradition. But like all the time, sometimes it's good to sit with yourself. Like sit with yourself in the moment and be present. Try to quiet your mind and be present where you are. Like I've made it's made my driving a better experience for number one. Like I love cars, I love motorsport, I love fixing cars. Um, and I've noticed that my understanding of my car has grown just from not listening to music in the car. Sitting with your car, hearing what it sounds like, and driving on the road, like, and then you start connecting what you hear with what you feel at the same time. Then you start knowing like even more things that are going on in your car, just from not listening to music. It's crazy. Like at first, I started this trend like in 2023 where I was trying to replace the media that I watched. I wasn't ready to give up scrolling or like looking at stuff, but I was like, I'm gonna change what it is that I'm absorbing. So I started listening to audiobooks all the time, and I've listened to so many audiobooks now, and it's been a huge integral part of my growth. But I've come up to this point where it feels as though my attention is being called to reading physical books. because my attention span, like I was a person that was definitely like you have ADHD, you have ADD, and I'm just like, okay, whatever. Um, but like that shit, it made reading books like hard, especially at a certain age. Um, difficult to keep my attention and do that. And so like when somebody gave me a book, I would get the book, I'd be like, okay, this is cool, and then I would go, but I have my intention to do what I'm gonna do. I don't want to not read the book. So I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna get the audiobook version of it. So I'll get a physical book, buy the audiobook version, and then listen to that. So that I can absorb it. And it works. Absolutely, it works. And I'll do that while driving. I would do that while cooking or cleaning or anything, just to, put myself into like a university or whatever at the time. And for sure, doing that for a couple of years has definitely changed me as a person by reading the right books. But I've noticed that my physical copy collection has gotten bigger and I haven't caught up. And now like there's like issues with my Audible account and whatnot. So now getting them is a hassle. Um, I feel called to read the physical copies. So I'm doing that more, which means that I have a lot more time where like I realized like, oh shit, for a long time I stopped listening to music as much, but I replaced it with audiobooks. So although audiobooks are helpful, it was a replacement for something used to distract me from the present moment. So I found myself in times where I'd be feeling negative emotions, and then to get myself to stop thinking about stuff, I would listen to some audiobooks, which is helpful when you're learning, but there are times when I was learning in a negative headspace, and so the information got absorbed negatively. Um, and then like just help to develop like a spiritual ego instead. And taking time away to just be present in the moment, almost like practicing a meditative state while you're doing things. Like if you gotta clean, if you gotta drive or do these things, as well as just regularly meditating. That's important too. I haven't done anything for like 40 minutes. I like went and set some waypoints over there. Um, yeah. Try to enjoy time being with yourself. Things will happen. Things will happen. Your experience with reality will change and it will teach you about yourself. It will teach you more about yourself. We spend so much time not learning about who we really actually are. Like what kind of person are we? What kind of things do we want to change and work on? Because everybody is perfect, but nobody is done growing. A perfect rosebud is not imperfect because it hasn't fully bloomed. It is a perfect rosebud. Does that make sense? A baby is just as perfect as the fully grown adult that becomes, a mother or a father or a provider. The same worth is there. We love our lovers. Think about somebody who you love so much. At one point, they were a baby and they had no use or value. They didn't do things, they weren't being romantic or anything like that. They were freaking chewing on crayons and like throwing up and pooping in diapers. But they were still perfect then. They were deeply and truly loved, and now you as a person deeply love them truly for who they are now. They're not a baby anymore. The perfection doesn't stop even along the way. The person that you love now has done some pretty what you might consider really horrible things, even if you don't think that they did. Trust me, you don't know everything about people. People have surprises up their sleeve for years and years and years. And even after you've known them for so long, they'll keep on surprising you. So just don't even worry about that. Just as much as you surprise yourself sometimes with the things that maybe you think of. You're equally as responsible for the things that you think of as for the actions that you do, just in a different way. The things that you think of affect how you are in reality. So, just be mindful of that. If you wouldn't kill somebody that you love, try not to imagine it either. Don't think about it. Don't think about that stuff. You can actively choose what to think about or to work on quieting your mind. You know, if you respect somebody, try not to think of them in a way that is disrespectful. You know, this even goes for if somebody's making you mad at the moment. You know, remember the person in them that you actually truly love. Hold that over whatever narrative or idea is being stated in your mind at the current moment. This stuff, ladies and gentlemen, this stuff, I don't care what you think or what you say or whatever, this stuff is hard. Stuff is hard. And some people are born taught these things, but it's not everybody. So understand that just upon hearing this, you're gonna have resistance at some point or another. Even if you're sitting there thinking like, oh well, I mean, yeah, this is pretty good information. I can agree with that. If you really, really agree with it, you will go out and do it. So, if you're hearing this and you agree with it, and you don't go out and you don't do it, you just discovered a really, really strong point of resistance and negativity within you that would serve you to learn about and grow out of. Because, I mean, if somebody, if you think about the person of the most success, and you wonder, I wonder how they did it. If they gave you a step-by-step plan to equal their success with a 100% guaranteed success rate, just do A, B, and C, and you will get the same exact success. If you don't go out and do the A, B, and C, then there's something within you that is, you know, and if you don't agree with it, period, then that's a whole nother thing. But it's okay. You don't have to. That is the joy of living. You serious? What? What? It's jank? Not jank. It's perfect along the process. Anyway, I think we kind of lost the plot, to be honest. There's no need to continue kicking on something. I think I started turning into like a preacher or something. Listen, listen, you gotta be this way, you gotta think this way, or bad things are gonna happen. Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. Just explaining the process. Oh no. Okay. Something happened last time. I don't remember what it was. Um. Why did I do that? Let's put these back here. I broke two things last time. I don't even know what I want to do right now. I'm just here. Maybe I didn't want to do anything. Maybe I just wanted to come here and talk. I think I did. Let's go sleep. We can decide. We've only been recording for 45 minutes. You still got time. After this, I'm going to maximize my experience. There's a part of me that wants to turn on the TV that plays Infinite Top Gear, but I think it's important to practice what I preach. So I'm going to do that. Sit there, try to work on it, be mindful. You can overcome all the things. I'm trying to get a lot done as much as I can throughout the night. Oh, my brain. tempting me. It was like, you could do that. But what if first, before you went and did all your hard things, you got a nice, delicious bowl of cereal? Nice, delicious bowl of cereal before you did all the things and ate it. And then did the things, teasing me with the pleasure of a bowl of cereal. um, well, let's think about it. What did I eat today? I woke up, did some stuff. Um, did I eat? Actually, I don't think I did. I think I had 2 pieces of like pastry. Then I started doing stuff. I took a nap like in the middle of the day. I woke up at 3 and like, damn, why is this song playing? No. That's funny. I just started thinking about something I did. Don't look upon yourself with shame. Don't. We're simply human beings. We do what we do. It seemed like a good idea at the time. It seemed like a good idea at the time. I didn't do anything like evil or nothing. It's just like chasing pleasure. You know what I mean? You get the idea. Like, I've been really good about it lately. I've been really good about it. Like, I mean, like, within the span of like 3 months, I've only like chased the pleasure, if you know what I mean, like 4 times. Which comparatively to how it used to be when I was younger, which was like, and this is something that everybody does, so it's not that big of a deal. But I'm assuming you're understanding what I'm getting right now. Um, I think from the ages about 17 up until, I mean, shit, like recently, I've I've stopped within the last like year, I'd say. Like 2025, I've been working on it heavy and like brought it down a lot since then. But before then, so like pretty much from 17 to 21, it was like daily. Once in the morning, once before bed. Like as a must. Like, are you serious? Are you serious? Like, I'm not going through my day without doing these things. It was messed up. I was real sly about it. Nobody knew, but like I was doing it every day. I didn't care where I was. I just made sure to do it discreet so that nobody knew, and just like could do it quick as well, like 5 minutes. And if I had some private time, then like especially in like college, oh, it was bad in college. College, I would spend like maybe sometimes even like a day, like bruh, yeah, the yeah, chasing the pleasure for a day, crazy. Um, but no shame, no shame. It seemed like a good idea at the time. um, I've been really good about it lately. Like, like I said, like 3 or 4 times within the last 3 months. Way better than it used to be. And like before then, for like the first half of 2025, I'd say it was like once or twice a week. You know, I did today. Did today. It's kind of what I wanted to get on here. Not because of that, but like I don't know. I've realized that the amount that I do that is directly correlated to like whether I feel good or not. I guess like another key factor. I was extremely depressed um, for the large majority of my youth. Um, all of my teen years, extremely depressed, suicidal, all the things. Did all the things that you can think of that a person like that would do. Did them all. Um, and it was definitely linked for sure, and they definitely like fed one another. The chase and the pleasure and the depression. They weren't like the cause of each other. They were more like side effects that make each other stronger from their own presence. Depression makes the chase and pleasure like want to do it more and because sad, and then like the thought that I do that all the time like builds like a bit of guilt, and then the guilt makes increase the sadness. So now you've created a cycle. Crazy. I was thinking about that the other day. A person in my life at the time, before when I used to never do it, I was like, nope, I'm not doing it. Um, like I started to do it a little bit, and then a person that I was with at the time was like, "You need to do it. You need to do it, or you're gonna get cancer." That shit is a lie, by the way. But I believed it because, like, at first I was like, "No, that doesn't make any sense." I was on my health stuff, but like, they were a person that I really liked, so I was like, "Whatever. I think I'll fuck it. Why not?" You say it's a good idea. I like you. Then your ideas must be good too. You clearly know something that I don't. And then from there, ooh, it it did not stop. It did not stop. Did not stop, and it affects you in ways that you don't think that it does. Trust me. If you stop, you will see just how much it actually affects you. The only reason why you think that everything is normal is because you're doing it so much. If you're a person who does that, there's no judgment. I totally get it. It fucking feels good. Like it feels good. I get why to chase the pleasure. But if you stop, you know, the first week you're gonna notice a little something, and then if you do it for longer than that, the second week you're gonna notice big things. And then if you do it more or like keep like not doing that and just like being spending your day, spending your time, and save that experience for like someone that you may be in a relationship with, I guess. Save that experience for that, and you will notice like the sheer difference in just your general physical experience. It's better. It's more enjoyable. It is. Everything gets better. Your brain gets better. Your physical body gets better. Your experiences get better. Like, for real. Everything. So, that's where the guilt comes from now when doing it. Before, it was like this whole, like, thing. Like, now I'm like, okay, I'm at the very least, I'm not going to use, like, media. Because I told you I'm done with the scrolling thing. So, and that counts as scrolling when you're doing, especially like when you're doing it while chasing the pleasure. Then you're like you're scrolling in a bad way, a really bad way. you know. Um. So I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna do that. So if I'm gonna do it, I'm just gonna do it, but I'm not using the phone. I'm just gonna use my mind. um. And so yeah, that's the guilt comes from the fact that I know that my physical experience is better when I don't do it. And so when I am doing it, I am knowingly sacrificing a better experience for the sake of immediate pleasure in the moment. And that is a big old wah, wah. Anyway, let's try to do like one thing before I leave. Come on, one thing. Wow. all this stuff in my inventory. So yeah, if you're a person who deals with that, let me tell you, it's okay. It's okay. There's no need to feel guilt for the people that you may be like indulging in the moment. There's no need to feel guilt for experiences that you may be like going through. Don't need to feel guilt for any of it. There's no need. I understand. You do what you feel like you gotta do. But keep this in mind. Keep this in mind. If you did decide to try it out, go for like 2 weeks minimum, maybe a little more. But you gotta do 2 weeks to see any real effects. Go 2 weeks and watch how your physical experience changes. And then on top of that, if you want to have a really, really crazy experience, cut as much scrolling as you possibly can. Be present in the moment. Do what feels right in the moment. And cut out chasing the pleasure. If you cut out both of those things for 2 weeks, watch. Just watch. And then after your 2 weeks is up, go back to doing whatever you're doing. But you're gonna know and you're gonna remember how it felt. And I can tell you, it's pretty damn good. It's good. So that's all I would say to you. That's all I would say to you. No judgment, no fear, no sadness, no anger, no resentment. It's all good. Just try it out one day. See how it is. Clearing out the inventory. Ah! Ooh. All this can go in there. Okay. Here's what I want to do. I need to make an ME system, dude. Okay, fine. This is important. This is important for my general experience in the future. It's going to be really important. Can't even see what that says. Matter to energy. Maybe if I look it up. Oh, yes. Somebody made a Reddit about it. Yes. Ah. Yes. Oh, dude. I could have just looked it up the whole friggin' time. Okay. It says, I need to unlock the storage drawers controller in Storage Wars first. Oh, boy. This is good. This is real good. Okay. This is good. This is good. This is really good. all I have to do is make this. Squidward moment. Okay. This is a big moment, guys. This is a big moment. This is like what I've been trying to do for so freaking long. And somebody had it on Reddit. It's a Reddit that's 10 years old. User/Crux13. Thank you. He's the one who asked the question. Then user/6210 classic with a CK. He answered the question 10 years ago. This is freaking amazing. I'm replying to this. I love you. Okay, let's do it. This is a huge moment for us. I got stone. Here we go. It's getting good. Got diamonds. I got a redstone repeater. Ah! Comparator. Quartz. What? You what? Oh. Okay. That's fine. Oh, what the? Why? Why? What the hell is going on? What the? Dude. What? It's the freaking dog. And he's in the frickin'... Don't. Where's the jetpack? What? Where's the jetpack? Okay. Alright. Should I just wait for him to fall? You took all of my armor? I created a flying pigman. I need to wait till I heal. 12 attack damage. If I kill him, there are 20 pigmen around waiting to hurt me. Are you gonna be mad? I feel like a dick. I just don't want those dudes fucking with me. Dude. I don't want to kill this guy. Is it gonna have infinite durability? Oh, it died! Okay. Listen, you're coming with me. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Look, look. I want my stuff back. And I'm not killing you here. Nope, nope, come on. Nope, come on. Yep, I know, yep. Now, here's what we're gonna do. Come on. Let's get walking. Yep. Nope. You gotta be kidding me. There we go. Hey, buddy. Oh, you bought your friends. I see. So you back in the portal. You, back in the portal. You do not go back in the portal. You. No. Fuck! Okay. Look, look. I don't have time for these games! I literally have time for this. This is a game. Okay. Now. What the heck? Did he go into the portal already? I really hope so. Please tell me he went in the portal. He did. Alright, dude. Why? Why? Yes! Goodbye. Bro used up my whole jetpack. And now I'm fucked when I go back. I have none left in the whole frickin'. Oh, I do. Well, that was a big old funny moment. For yep. What is this? What is this? Oak chest. Can do. Oh boy. I actually think I should eat something. Now realizing that I did not eat much throughout the day. But like I didn't do much, you know? Like what do I need to eat for? Does that mean? Huh? Yeah. Huh? is this thing? Why? Why did I make this? Never mind. Doing more research. Well, that sucked. It was not the experience. It was a good experience. I'm glad I went to the Nether and found out that pigments can steal your jetpacks and entire armor. That was a cool thing to see. That was great. Glad I got to be here. I love this place, this virtual place. It's pretty cool. Makes me very happy. Glad I made it. I'm gonna continue making, and one day the AE2 quest line will be unlocked. But that day is not today. Okay. Goodbye, everyone. Okay. Back up,